Oh, thank God you're here. It's just so good to see you. Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around. Let me introduce you to Davenport. He's been helping me with some reconnaissance. Keeping an eye on Appalachia.
Oh, so good to meet you. The Overseer has been so excited to see everyone again. Once you've acquainted yourself with our new arrivals, I may have some field work for you.
I couldn't have pulled this place off without him. Let's talk. Pretty crazy out there, huh? I know we have a lot to catch up on. But first, I have to ask. Did you finish the inoculation against the Scorched Plague? Please, it's vitally important. Good, because we're gonna need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. People from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around two of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing, defensive positions. They're coming to stay. Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about. I don't know if you've been following the rumors, but there's something in the mountains. No one's managed to get into it yet, but one thing's for certain. It's a vault. I eavesdropped on some of the newcomers, and whatever is inside there has gone from speculative guesses to full-blown fantasy. Stories of untold riches would draw groups of people even before we turn the world into a wasteland. Hope and greed are powerful motivators. Exactly. Another step towards rebuilding our country. I've got some plans that we'll talk about later. But first, we need to make sure the newcomers don't get infected. Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might, need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting, or whatever their word is for, we need to talk, don't shoot us. The ones to the south look more like a caravan of families, but who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them. Oh, yeah. I can't remember the official title. You'd think it'd be burned in my head with how many times I played that for everyone. The reality is a little different, though, isn't it? Prepare for the future. Thank you. Really. It's good to have my Vault family around again. Anyway, I'm sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful out there. We'll rebuild this country brick by brick if we have to. Sometimes I honestly thought they'd be the last things I'd get to say to everyone. Well, remember, it's not a scavenger hunt. I put them in place to help you on your way, even when I can't be there personally. Pretty hypocritical for me, of all people, to take off on my own, huh? Oh. At first, I was just racing ahead, hoping that if there was any trouble, I'd hit it first. And then there were the nukes, the scorched plague. Seeing my old neighborhood bombed to pieces, I needed time. Me too. I grew up here. My parents used to live just down the hill. If there's one neighborhood I'm rebuilding first, it's this one. All right. Go ahead. Well, remember, it's... Stay careful out there. Together we've made Appalachia safer. But she still has fangs.
Even with the arrival of the new settlers, Appalachia remains a dangerous place. Never let your guard down.
friends. I was wondering when you'd show up.
Not that I'm a stalker or anything.
I totally saw you heading my way.
So, what's on your mind?
You miss me?
Like there was any doubt.
I knew it wouldn't be long once I got the signal boosted.
Haha, flattery will get you.
Everywhere! I knew there were reasons I let you live.
Well, seeing as how you're such a nice person,
I think I could pull off a little favor.
that group you're talking about is run by this gal named Meg.
I saw him head in about the same time as those other folks at Spruce Knob.
If you want to talk to Meg, you gotta get on her good side.
And I'm pretty sure I can swing it.
Just a couple of hard-working losers.
You know, the kind we like to refer to as suckers.
They're giving Spruce Knob a real makeover, too.
Putting up walls, rearranging furniture. That's a prime target if you ask me.
Meg thinks she's pretty tough since she ran off on Margie.
She wasn't even around to see the end of it all.
Bet she's loving the fact that they bailed at the perfect time.
So she's bound to be way up on her high horse right about now.
I thought you'd never ask. First, a peace offering.
David had a trophy as a symbol of his leadership. You get that into Meg's hands, it's like passing the torch, right?
Next, I'm gonna draw her ass out here with an
Extra special broadcast.
problem is,
I need to access some old memory banks that David sealed off.
he was an emotional guy. I get it.
But I need you to find his original program, which I'm pretty sure he stashed at Rosalind's memorial.
Surprised?
Sure, he may have killed and maimed a few people, but that doesn't mean he ain't got feelings.
I'm pretty sure that's how this whole
Memorial thing came about.
just some old thing Rosalind made
For David when they made him leader.
You know, sappy romantic stuff.
Ever since then, it's been like his own symbol of power.
Yeah, about that.
David sort of didn't want anyone to know about the memorial.
He thought the others would think he'd gone soft.
And, well, he probably wasn't wrong.
So, hope you like playing detective. You gotta get to David's room, get the trophy,
And then find something that'll tell you where that memorial is.
I ain't saying you'll have to trash the place,
But you may have to trash the place.
easy peasy, right? Nah, not high up on my list of things to do.
I'm just here to keep them coming.
Besides, I'm cutthroat for life.
And I got my little buddy here to keep me company.
This'll always be home.
I can't leave top of the world. That'd be like betraying David, and we both know that'll never happen.
Also, I may have pissed off
Meg once or twice back in the day. I mean, probably more, but who's counting, right?
Besides, I got the best view in town.
And I'm pretty sure that white crap blowing around in the valley would be hell on my filters.
Lead? No way!
Just thinking about that responsibility makes me twitch.
I got the band back together to watch.
Not to manage the tour.
Plus, now that they're pouring in,
You can bet Appalachia just got a whole lot more entertaining. And I got the best seat in the house. there is, so that's a no-brainer.
Doubtful. Meg's probably keen on carving out her own territory,
And the crater does look pretty sweet, minus all that powdery white crap.
This'll always be cutthroat territory to her anyway, and no one wants a hand-me-down. Back to business, just how I like it.
Ready to hop on that trophy and AI program?
I knew I could count on you!
And I swear, this will work. The shack alone will have Meg come looking around.
Well, this is a little awkward. You're from one of the local vaults, right? Hope you don't mind us settling in your neighborhood, 'cause we're already kinda here. And if you want to kick us out, then the answer's no. If the walls weren't already kind of a statement to that effect. Awfully polite. Guess that's as good a start as any. More than we've learned to expect at any rate. Here and there, this way and that. You understand what I'm saying. There'll be time for swapping stories when the job here is done. But let's just say we like building things. There's a security to it, you know? Foundation's just the start. Inoculated? This some kind of a scare tactic? You mean those crazies with the torch skin? Those aren't just burn victims? You're saying it's from a disease? Thanks for the warning, but, you know, if I was a local on a campaign to keep people out of my neighborhood, I might say a few things too. I'll tell you what. One of my own is a doctor, Aubrey. I sent him ahead to start up an observation camp, get the lay of things. You talk to him about this. If he's convinced, then I'm convinced too. Deal? South of here. Aubrey and a few hunters. About 5 people. Assuming he agrees with you about this disease, then we'll hear you out.
What are you doing up this late? Go get some shut-eye.
I'm getting sick of potatoes. I know they're easy to grow, but how about a little variety? The Blood Eagles are a dangerous offshoot of the Raiders. They don't get along with the Crater Group.
Listen, kiddo, the world's a cruel place. Pick up some family where you can. It helps. I know, you're thinking, I've seen you before, right? You recognize this mug, don't you? Was that a guess? What the heck? Maybe you have a deep-seated memory of me, buried within your psyche. Okay, I love it. Let's go with that. Ever since the war, I've been sort of scrabbling along, thinking of my book, making the best. I have enough time to write some more, and that's exactly what I aim to do. But in order to do that, I need a place to stay for a bit. And if you have a place, well, I would be happy to watch it for you. To tell you some stories. I'm a wealth of practical knowledge, kid. Tell me, kid, you ever think about what retirement might be like in this world? This is it. You find someone to take care of you. Done. I know, you're thinking, I've seen...
Stay back! You with those things? Huh? Answer me! All right. Just don't start yelling about the one or anything crazy like that. They hit us out of nowhere. Screams, gunshots, the sound of Kip getting his head caved in. God, I don't know how long I've been here. Yes. I was just hoping it was all a nightmare, you know? Wait, you're saying a disease made those things? What's a transmission? Airborne? Direct contact? They never touch me, I swear. You're right. As a doctor, it'd be irresponsible of me to head back. Just let them know what happened, okay? This disease, don't let it infect Foundation. You go on. I'll figure something out.
So what's your story, Dweller?
Well, this is Foundation. No fighting, no stealing, no trouble. Oh, and don't cuss in front of the kids. Foundation, the new home for settlers that want to live free and safe in the wasteland. We're a little short on housing right now, but you're welcome to join the community. Technically nobody, but we all listen to whatever Paige says. He keeps us on task. There's a lot to do here. Paige is inside, but he's a busy guy. So if you're looking to help, you might want to see Ward first.
We got work to do, but there's always something else that needs taken care of.
I'm so glad to be away from the pit.
We no longer stock water ice.
If we can get the flock big enough,
ice.
we can add chicken to the
Do
menu.
not ask
I could
for
really
water
go for a
ice.
hoagie. I know you.
Sunnies.
No, I've heard some amazing stories about you. You're a legend around here.
Clean up this, fix that. Never seems to end.
You talked to Aubrey yet? What? They're those things now? Jesus. We shouldn't have sent them alone. You said you have an inoculation? Fine. We'll take all you can make. Just let me know when it's here.
Morning. Vault suits like yours sure are popular lately. If we can get the flock big enough, we can add chicken to the menu. Oh, chicken.
Foundation and those bums up at Crater just don't get along. They want to take everything we've worked for.
David's trophy? Pretty cool, right? Once Meg sees that, she's gonna know you mean business. She may have been a diehard, but they all started under David. Every single one of them. Even the gourmands would have killed for that trophy. Us cutthroats had all the power and they knew it. And that trophy was the biggest symbol of them all. Nice to see it still in one piece. Hope we can say the same for Rosalind's memorial in that AI program. And that memorial ain't too shabby, especially since it's David we're talking about here. So now you'll have to repair that holotape, and there's only one place I can think of that may still have a functioning terminal to do it. It's out at Solomon's Pond. I know, you're thinking, what's tech like that doing out at such a cutesy little wilderness place? Let's just say some seriously intrusive operations went down there, so I'm pretty sure it's got just what we need. just when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape. They were into each other. David was never able to recover her body, so he made the memorial in secret. Didn't really want the others to see him all soft like that. Who knows? Like I said, that guy was sensitive. Not everyone needs a constant reminder of their baggage. First off, it's a whole lot of crap on David and Rosalind. I'm thinking it's like action-adventure meets romantic comedy, but not a good romantic comedy, you know? The kind that makes you want to puke. Second, it's the code I need to unlock some sealed-off memory banks that David didn't want me to access, but couldn't bring himself to delete. As usual, so reliable. I love it. I gotta admit, I got some pretty mixed feelings on tapping into all these blocked files. On one hand, I'm sure David had his reasons for cutting me off. On the other, I'm pretty sure this would be a whole new world of entertainment for me. You know, you're right. I definitely deserve to know. Now, just give me a second. Bleep, bloop, blorp, I'm a computer. Oh my god! Talk about some serious drama here. This is some depressing shit. I mean, I knew David never got to say goodbye, but he really did hide what he went through. Like a soap opera on overdrive. You know, boring stuff that no one cares about. Let's see here. David getting over his dead wife and kids, Rosalind helping him keep it together. Oh, David finally getting ready to propose to Rosalind. Ooh, then being devastated over losing her. David drinking himself into a stupor. You know, all sorts of crap no one wants to be reminded of. By creating a yours truly, of course. Oh, and blowing the shit out of the Somersville Dam. Who doesn't love some good old-fashioned revenge, right? Obviously, he talked about it with me. Silly. He just didn't want me to remember, so blocked off all those memories. That's why I needed that program, to access those sealed-off conversations. Okay, moving right along. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, the plan. Let me just run some filters, a little arts and crafts, and... Are you kidding me? All this data and I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more itty-titty-witty holotape. Best bet is Arctos Pharma, David's old corporate stooge job. I need you to find me a holotape with David saying the word negotiate. Yep, no negotiate, no compromise. It was his way or the highway. It's part of what made him such a badass leader. Just using my amazing skills to put together a little broadcast for Meg with David's voice. If she thinks there's even a chance that David's still alive, I guarantee she'll come running. Not because she likes him or anything. Ugh, gross. But if David pulled through and she bailed, she knows he'll be out for her. My hero. Now get out there and don't get yourself killed. Did I just say that? It makes me feel like a mom.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Do stand still!
Tessa, I need those reports by 3 today. Are you ready for the meeting?
Nervous as hell, but ready as I'll ever be.
I'll be nervous. If I didn't think you could do it, you wouldn't be going.
That's oddly reassuring, coming from you.
Take it as a compliment. You've got the business sense and legal background to have my job if you wanted it. I'd even venture to guess you're recording this very conversation.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
And that is why I have every reason to believe you'll be running this company someday. You're gonna do fine. See you in an hour.
See you there.
Alright, folks, these terms are ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I'm not signing until we see at least 80% profit.
These terms are perfectly reasonable. Since when are environmental laws and fair wages ridiculous and absurd?
Since they take away 30% of the profits we're set to gain, Lawrence. You can talk to me about fair wages when you give up your office.
Come on, David. We need to wrap up this deal. Our partners are getting impatient. There has to be room for negotiation here.
I'll be the one who says when it's time to negotiate here. Our partners are only impatient because they need this deal more than us. They just hope we don't realize it. Now go back to your desks and figure out how to get me that 80%, or I'll find someone else who can.
Beastie, you thought as much. Nothing there after all.
Time to finish this little pet project. Leadership skills, charisma. David was the full package, really. Not to mention just a whole lot of tall, dark, and handsome. I think it did him some good to finally blow off some real steam. You know how corporations and their HR are big fans of murder. Ooh, I gotta admit, I don't have many files on David and Rosalind talking about their pre-Raider days, so this will be pretty interesting. I'll just give it a quick listen. Yep, sounds like David all right. Ruthless even then. Getting back to business, a little slice and dice, some audio love, and voila! Mission accomplished. All you gotta do now is take a quick trip to the nearby relay tower and set up a new transmitter to get this bad boy broadcasting. Oh, just using a holotape to set up a new connection so I can transmit this message. Nothing fancy. Oh yeah, I heard that old Duchess lady's radio signal start up a while back. I should have known that was you. Here's the program you'll need to run at the relay tower. Just load it up and follow directions. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this, really. And here, as a token of my gratitude, you can have this old holotape back as a souvenir.
Remote transmitter connected. Beginning recorded message loop.
Hey, mate. Listen up. I'm David fucking Thorpe. Get your ass over here. Top of the world is where it's at. Mezzanine. It's time to negotiate. Or I will kill every last one of you. Hey, May. Listen up.
Broadcast loop confirmed. Congratulations. Your transmitter is now connected.
Is that great or what? Anyway, confession time. Sure, I could have got Meg out here lickety-split. I mean, don't get me wrong, she really ain't my biggest fan. But believe me, this broadcast, way more fun. Now, you probably want to haul ass back to the mez, because something down there's making all the racket, and you're gonna want that place nice and tidy for when Meg shows up.
The hell is this? Where's Thorpe? You got that old diaper pail on your side? So who the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers. Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubby hole and you think you can start making demands? Think again. David's trophy, huh? Wow, you must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia. You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground. Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then? Sure as shit ain't falling for it now. Maybe. But letting some stranger medicate my crew ain't exactly a level of trust I want to hand out. Besides, I got my own plan. Kill them all. Got a raid against a group of Scorch going on right now. We put them down faster than they can crop up. Why don't you head over and see for yourself? I already made a decision. You're asking me to change it. Something like a cure to the plague. Is that it? Oh, I'll take that bet. You'll see. We're back. We ain't gonna let anyone stand in our way. Head out to their location and find Aldrich. Tell him I sent you. Once you got it all wrapped up, head back to our base. It's the crater. Built out of that old space station. Believe me, you can't miss it. Pretty sure you got somewhere to be.
Who the hell are you?
The Scorched. They tore us apart. We, had it under control for a while. I thought we were finishing them off. And then more. Out of nowhere. And they just kept coming. Well, ain't I flattered. Sure she ain't gonna be too happy to see those Scorched rode over us like nothing. With my luck, I'm just gonna end up like one of them things. Solutions? Best news I heard all day. You got some cure or something? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it. Are you crazy? Man, I ain't one of those things yet, and there's no proof I will be. I don't want to be one of those things. But I can't off myself. I just can't do it. Jesus, man, I can't barely handle what I'm dealing with now. Fine. Just do it. I just want it to end. Come on. You said it'd be quick.
understand the concept? Loyal to the gang, huh? Might ruin it. Good. You didn't look like a leech. Not everybody's loyal, you see. Some people take all they can from us. They use us, and they leave us to rot. It's not right. We aren't a charity. We expect contributions in kind. You know? It's not a complex system here. So, you in? Here's the deal. Anytime somebody leaves our little gang here, I want them found, and I want them dealt with. Fairly. What's fair? Dealer's choice. I just want to get the message. And look, no hard feelings, but I sent out some others just a few minutes ago, too. We got a head start. The more the merrier. Are you pulling your weight around here?
Once I finish up that old frame, she's going to be and twice as fast.
Must be that rookie Meg's talking about. Gonna save us all? Not by the look of it.
So, you're the one we ain't supposed to kill. Better watch yourself, pal.
Is it daytime out there? You can lose track of time down here.
Appalachia belongs to us. And there ain't nobody that can prove me wrong. Look who finally showed up. Where's Aldridge? Shit. I knew Aldridge was taking too long. Sure makes you wonder how many of these mindless burnouts used to run with us back in the day. I ain't about to let any more of my crew suffer that fate. As much as I hate to believe it, you're right. And besides, we made a deal. I'll make the announcement. You hold up your end of the bargain. Be seeing you real soon, 7-6.
Nice to have a conversation with one of you 76ers. A lot of your people would like nothing better than to wipe us out. Or at least try to. But that would be tough. Just ask Foundation. You like? Finding a tuxedo isn't all that hard these days. A million empty stores around. But keeping it freshly laundered, now that's my trade secret. Maybe a touch of envy. Sounds like you had some sweet digs, while the rest of us, not so much. The other thing is impressed. Considering how different you all are, it's a wonder the Overseer kept you all alive. Where's the percentage in it? Say we attack, guns blazing. Best case is we win. And after that, what then? Who do we shake down for caps and food? And I, for one, am not cut out to be a farmer. I think they're fighting against a basic truth. The world's ended. Civilization, laws, and all that government propaganda is more dead now than it was before the war. Now, the sooner they learn that, the better. Anytime, 76.
How did it go with the settlers? Wouldn't be surprised if they were suspicious of strangers. They willing to accept our help? Yes, well, I'm glad you're putting the training to good use. I've been looking into where we can mass produce the inoculation. Some of the obvious choices are messy, but if you just sit back and ask yourself, who could have manufactured a lot of specially formulated liquid in sterile packaging, it becomes obvious. Ever listen to a Nuka-Cola commercial? There's a plant of theirs right here in Appalachia. And we're gonna use it to make an oral inoculation. Meet me there? That's it. We need to get the power up and running and reformulate the machines for the inoculation. Fire everything up, and try not to get killed. Tried jump-starting them, but the reactors are completely shut. Good job! That'll be enough power to get the larger equipment we can take it. we're gonna trick it into making the inoculation. We just need to figure out how to mix soda ingredients to produce human antibodies. Easy, right? That's added your blood sample as an ingredient. I guess that technically makes you Nuka-Cola's newest flavor. Actually, maybe don't think about that too much. Reminds me of the equipment back at the Vault Tech Ag Center. Let me know if you want me to take over. That's it! Now we just need to manufacture the formula. Well, that was... I'm sorry, I just can't help but wonder what it was like to actually work here. I mean, can you believe this? That's it! Freedom from the plague, in a bottle. While you're handing those out, I'll start organizing things here and get a plan in place to get more to whomever needs them. Meet me back in Sutton when you're done. We did a good thing here. You should be proud. You go ahead and deliver the vaccine.
Next week it'll be my turn on guard duty.
Great. Wow. This is nice.
It's too wet to be outside.
The only time I miss being inside the vault is when the weather's bad. Or if there's a nuke.
Got that vaccine yet? What's this? Nuka-Cola? Nice looking label, I guess. What gives? Well, I guess I should be impressed if you went to all the trouble of making it easy to take. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
Gotta love getting stuff for free. Good thing those settlers haven't learned that yet.
If someone gets a bigger cut than you, something's wrong. So watch your back.
Still waiting on you for that inoculation, 7-6. Convince me we need this inoculation, then dangle it over my head for your cut? I dig your style, 7-6. Here, this ought to soothe your mercenary heart. You've proven useful. I'll give you that. All right, 7-6. It's a deal. Sure beats turning into a walking burn victim anyways. Now, wait, hold up. You expect me to believe that your so-called inoculation is just a case of Nuka? You better start talking. Ain't that a line? All right. If you're serious, then I'm down. I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
You've delivered the inoculation? What a relief, huh? We'll get shipments up and running in case that first batch wasn't enough. Look, I know you're doing more than your fair share of the work. Don't think I didn't notice. Thank you. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest? A few other people from 76 made the trek into the mountains to find this treasure we keep hearing about. It's a vault. Vault 79. Sealed tight, with no obvious way in. The rumor mill about what's inside is running wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military. Right. Anyway, I'll meet you there.